Ted.
Senator Specter will probably be the only candidate ever to have both George Bush and Barack Obama in an ad for him.
Where do you begin?
What is Arlen's message? What is your message different from Specter's message?
Well, first of all, I have a message. I mean, really. I mean, I think the sad truth is, after 30 years in the Senate, Senator Specter demonstrated that the only principle that's important to him is his own reelection. After crisscrossing the Commonwealth, insisting that he would never leave the Republican Party. And remember, he elaborated as to why, how important it was to retain 41 Republican senators, which is what we had at the time. Because that's what forced the Democrats to come to the table, to have some balance, to have some thoughtful discussion, and to prevent a runaway Democratic agenda. And then as soon as he saw a poll that showed he couldn't win the primary, he became part of that. Then, of course, that was just the beginning. Then he began the series of reversals, the 180-degree reversals on card check, which he was against it when he thought he was running against me. Now he's essentially for it. On the government-run health care, he's on television stating the government option is wrong. He won't support it. Then he sees a serious threat from Joe Sestak, and he says has to have it. Reverses himself on the Defense of Marriage Act. He's reversed himself on the importance of Afghanistan. I think it's pretty clear that there's no principle that Senator Specter stands for except his own advancement. And I really just don't think Pennsylvania voters want someone whose only concern is their own political career.
How was your beer with Sestak?
It was great. Joe Sestak's a very likable guy. He's a very pleasant guy. I think Joe's a sincere guy. I think he is a very liberal guy. Off the charts. But he believes it. It's principled. I can respect that. I disagree with just about everything that Joe has said and done, and I think he's way to the left of the Pennsylvania consensus. It's interesting. He's even among the Democratic members of the congressional delegation, as you know, on most controversial votes, there's 3, 4, 5 House Democrats from Pennsylvania who will vote against their party's leadership. Joe is never one of them. Joe is always with the liberal wing of the party, and I think he's proud to do that. He believes that. So, if he wins the primary, which I think is distinctly possible, we will have a really vibrant, substantive, and stark contrast between Joe, who believes in a very large and powerful government. I mean, he's still voting for new stimulus bills and more bailouts, and he believes in that. And I believe in limited government and personal freedom and fiscal responsibility, and I'm going to defend that. So we'll see which side the voters of Pennsylvania agree with.